So, oh yeah, forgot I did this. Wait. My ear for some kind of Turtle Beach, yeah, Wii U headphone stuff. I don't know if you heard me. I was just talking about the headphones I'm wearing right now. It's the Turtle Beach brand or something I got at Walmart like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, for my Wii U gamepad, and I never even used it actually, to be honest. Not at least not for the gamepad, specifically for Call of Duty. But still, even if I did use a microphone for Call of Duty, I am going to be like the type of person that just starts saying some really stupid stuff, like "what the heck" and all that stuff when someone kills me. I do that definitely at home by myself. So if I had a microphone, people would probably be like, what, I wish that guy did not have to have a microphone on. He's being so annoying. Anyways, so I'm just gonna show how easy it is now to make the bigger games. That's what I call it. The so basically, there's these mini games, and then I just call it bigger games. Now, this used to be very hard, and it still is it has a annoying thing to it, because when you're loading a map in one of these bigger games where you can have up to 100 maps, you're loading a map that has sprites you made at that time. And what I mean by that is like this is using the sprites, I believe, from the let me just load this. Right now, all of the sprites in this map, everything, all the information, the objects, where stuff is, everything in this room was created manually. Created manually here to make basically the minigame. And then if you go in a different room, this could have been, the sprites you had over here in this room, but it's basically a brand new game. It has new sprites, new everything. So when just now I added these objects that move left and right, and they still don't fall all the way down for some reason. But I just added that. I gave it the effect to move, to have the wandering effect. They used to have just the follow effect. They follow the player. But now I gave it the wandering around effect. But when I do that or whatever, none of these other maps will be updated with that. So if I wanted to update any map here out of 100 maps, I have to basically go back, make all that, if it wasn't already there, make the sprites, give it the effect, blah blah blah, and do that wherever I want to put the stuff here. So there's still that issue that we're gonna have for a little bit about this game maker. So to fix that issue, really, I think I really do have to give this game user accounts and stuff, so that it'll just make a lot of stuff more easier and a little bit more anonymous. Because you could really just load any number at random and see what's there. So yeah, I would definitely start having user accounts. Probably, I really don't know, to be honest. Definitely, I wouldn't count on it anywhere being sooner than 1 month. I'm going to be really busy soon. I really won't be able to work on stuff like that. But hopefully, I don't know. That's just one problem. That's like the only problem, really. So besides that, let me just go ahead, restart this version 7. Well, I mean, it's not really version 7. Right now, I just use version 7, the file, to basically edit whatever and then I just copy paste it to version 6 again. I'm not really going to do that little changing stuff, not unless if it's something serious like how save data and crap is loaded and saved. Anyways, so now if you go here, whenever I click save to save the map, it will save a cookie with that map ID. So there's a cookie now saved that says map 52, and like this text has right here, I can't select it. Oh, I know why. Like this says right here, it says automatically loaded from a cookie, a map. And so the map that we were just looking at is this map right here. And I gave it this double click a map input below to automatically load it option. So that if I click this, it will automatically load that map that I was doing, like, you know, yesterday or something like that. I mean, in reality, it was just today, 5 minutes ago. Well, maybe 10 minutes ago. But this video is already 6 minutes long. But yeah, so that's really easy. All I gotta do is just double click something now, and then it loads it. It exits this part too, which, I mean, I'd rather have it exit like that. It's fine for me. And then now also, like if I go here, let's load the first map again. Now, like I said about the sprites and stuff, you know, you're gonna have to try to make everything at once before you work on a game. Otherwise, if you want to add something, you're gonna have to add it like 100 times or whatever, depending on how big you want the game. So let's say I want to erase these three. All right. So I erased that for this this map I'm making. And now I can have this force save above. That means this save right here. To update the last loaded map and put below. So the last loaded map I loaded was this one here, the square right here, which is 307. So if I keep this enabled, I can click save right here. It'll save it. This is the map ID of this map I just edited. And then with that force save, it updates this right here. So now that is saved. So yeah, it's saved basically. That's it, you know. I believe the map will not save unless if you click save. So click save before you exit basically. Because like if I would have exited right now, started you know, if I would have refreshed the page or something, that would still say 307. But I do that for a reason, in case if you know, maybe you messed up a lot, and then you know what, you just thought, you know what, I just won't save this. You just refresh the page, you go back to that old map. Not like it's lost. It's just, you know, you don't now with this cookie stuff going on, you just don't have to write down or remember the old map ID. It will just load everything for you. And on top of that, you don't have to click save, load, get the ID, copy paste it here anymore. You just have that there. So like 301, what's here? I don't need to change anything here. 30, whatever that says. It's really small, but I don't really care. That was basically a copy paste sort of thing I did. But you come up from over here. So let's say I'm just editing this map again or something. Change stuff around, whatever. You know, maybe I just didn't want something to look the way it does or whatever like that. So yeah, this room just looks like that now. So I can just click save, and then it saves it right there, 309, and that was the ID that was saved. I can go to the 2 rooms below. I would have fallen down here, and this blue thing, actually that was that's not necessary anymore. I was gonna test something, the spring effect with a temporary block or the break effect, so that if I would have jumped up here, it would have kept my it would have boosted my momentum up. But I just fixed the game so that when you change your room, it keeps your momentum stuff. So if you jump up, you'll be able to kind of jump right here. So this is just another room. So yeah, I erased that blue thing. I can just go over here, click save, it'll save it. And then I can go to the room below it. And there's just more stuff here. I believe it does have brake spring. I could give it, no, I wouldn't give it a spawner effect because the spawner effects just spawns it infinitely. Even if there was a million of these stuff in one spot, it would keep spawning it. So I need to make some sort of restriction on the spawner effect because it just goes infinitely to whatever. But yeah, I was testing stuff here also. If I wanted to, right now it does have the brake effect. If I wanted to change something in this map, I could take the brake effect off, save it, and then it will save it over here. Now let's say I want to go to a new room. Now for now, I don't even know what goes on in the background. I've been working on other stuff and I forgot how things work. But if I click this to load it, it says there's an error, and then it loads basically a copy, or I guess it just refreshes the old map. Well, yeah, I guess that all it does is just not load something. Yeah. But in the background, regardless, I double-clicked this, so my first save will be in this room. So, for example, this would be the room to the left now. I'll just go ahead and make it look a little different. Maybe put a little X here, and that does not look like an X. Okay, that's not an X. Well, it looks like something. Anyways, scroll up, click save, and boom. That is pretty much saved. Yep, right there. Click save the map so that you know, my cookie will be saved or whatever, or I can just test it out in real life in the URL or whatever. I wouldn't do number 7 though. It's really just my testing map stuff for now, which means, like, you know, you might screw your own stuff up if you save it on the 7 one. But anyways, whatever, ignore that. So yeah, this is that game I was making, or this is the game I have on the map. So right now I'm in room 300 right now. That was the first one, second one. Now I'm at 301. And then now it loads this room that was previously here. And like I said about the momentum, if I'm like right here, I could just jump and then hold the right arrow key or whatever, and then jump to you know, I could just jump up a room. It's not like you could barely jump up the room or whatever, but you know, it gets the job done. So right now I went down 1 block or whatever, so I'm in room 3010. Room 3010 has nothing on the left side or the right side, so nothing will load in this map or game. So yeah, nothing works going left or right. But I can still go down, and it brings me here to room 311. Now the only way I can go back up, but the only other room is 312. Now let's just go ahead and go back up for the heck of it. See, I can go up, whatever. I can walk over platforms. Now these are boosting, whatever. I can just go up like this. When I was doing this, I thought about this being like an elevator, and I thought about a stun effect also, so that you can basically have an elevator going up multiple rooms, and with the stun effect, it will stop you from going left or right. You know, every time you go up here. But anyways, enough about that. There's nothing on the right side, of course, but on the left side, there's that last room I made, which had that little thing that did not really look like anything right there. And that's it. If I wanted to add another room, I could just double click this. I mean, I don't have to, but it'll just make things easier. Now it's the same room loaded here, so nothing's gonna change, but I could just change stuff around or something. And then click save. And if I was done for the day, you know, click save the map. I'll save it in the cookie, or I can just go here, try it out. And if I would have tried it out, basically that room would have been over here on the right, or on the left actually. So yeah, now it's it's a lot more easier to make bigger mapping or big games now. Which, it's not like there's gonna be, something super cool or amazing you can make, but like, like this game for example, it's really just, exploring and going places that makes the game that would be, a little exciting to play. Maybe I mean this game maker right now, it is kind of limited to just I guess technique, or it's, I don't know. I don't know really. But yeah. I mean this is pretty easy now to make games. Only problem, like I said, is that the sprites and stuff is it's the problem. Now, of course, though, actually, if you wanted to, like I said about sprites, go here. If you did wanted to add a sprite here, you would either have to add it manually, or load a room that has the sprites done, and then basically redraw the entire room. But it's either or. I didn't click anything. So that's that. It's just showing that it's a little easier now to make bigger games. And like I said, it doesn't have to be anything good. Like right now, if I never knew anything about this game, I would basically just be exploring, see what's in the game, and that'd be it. Nothing too, there's not, you can't really make any bosses or anything. But yeah, just exploring is nice. Uh-oh. That's probably just Ajax. What happened? It froze. I just believe that's Ajax though. I don't have Ajax on syncing, but there's really no point to put it on sync. Okay. Yeah. Pretty sure that was just Ajax. Oh, maybe it's... I don't know. Did it again. Kind of thinking maybe I'm getting stuck in between these two. So, no, it can't be that. Maybe it's just my internet connection. Hold on. I think it was just my internet connection. Anyways, that's that.